Good morning students. Welcome back to the video recording of data structure subject. In this video we'll discuss about the linear data structure known as the stack. These are the course outcomes of our data structure subject. Stack is a linear data structure. Linear means the elements of the stack are stored one after the another. So in a consecutive memory locations. That's why we call it as a linear data structure. The elements are inserted into the stack from the top of the stack. Okay, and the elements are removed from the same end from where they are inserted, which is known as the top of the stack. So addition to the stack and deletion from the stack both are performed at the same end, which is known as the top of the stack. So in particular we can say that the elements are removed from the stack in the reverse order of their insertion. That is, the last item to be inserted into the stack is the first item to be deleted or removed from the stack. So the stack is also called as last in first out list. The insertion into the stack is known as push operation. Okay, and the elements which are removed from the stack, this process is known as the pop operation of the stack. Some of the applications where stack can be used are listed here. The real world applications include keeping the books one over the other on the table. So when you go to the library, you return the books, they are kept one above the other on the table. So when those are to be kept in the rack, then the book is on top, that is removed from the table first. Okay, this is an example for stack. Then set of cocks or some vegetables which are kept in the box. So the vegetable which is on top is removed from the box first, or when you go to the vegetable market, you will go on purchasing the vegetable which you have purchased first will be at the bottom of the bag. So when you go home, when you want to remove those vegetables from the bag, the vegetable which is on top will be removed first. So this is another real world application of the stack. Then third one is arrangement of meal plates in the mess. So you have seen, when you go to the mess at particular time there will be rush. So to take care of that rush, when the students come in terms of 50s or 100s, the plates are to be served quickly. For that what they will do, they will arrange the meal plates ready well in advance and they are kept one above the other. So when they want to serve the students in the mess, then the plate which is on top is removed first, not from the middle. If you remove from the middle, everything, all the plates will fall down. So to avoid that, what they will do, which is on top, that will be given to first student, the which is on the next, that will be given to the second students, like this. So this is again a real world application of stack. Then in computer science applications, the stack can be used for conversion of infix to postfix expression. You have an infix expression where the operator is in between the two operands, that is converted to postfix expression. In postfix expression, first the operands will come, then the operator will come. So to convert that infix expression to postfix, we make use of the stack. Then evaluation of postfix expression, there also we make use of the stack. Then to evaluate the to perform the recursive calls, there also we use the stack. So these are the three computer science applications which are covered for your syllabus. So as we discussed, there are three basic operations performed on the stack. The first basic operation is push, second operation is pop, and third one is display. So the push operation is used to perform insertion operation of the stack. That is, it is used to add one item into the stack. The insertion of an item is performed with respect to one position known as stack top position, and by default this top will have a value of -1. So in push operation, first top value is incremented by 1. that is top equal to top plus 1. Then wherever that top points in the stack, at that location the new item is added into the stack. For example, you have push 200. So push is nothing but it is equivalent to your insertion operation. What you want to insert, that you should mention in push. That is, here we are want to push the value 200 into the integer stack. Okay, so we are passing always an item for the push operation. Then in the push operation, the first step is increment the top by 1. Okay, then wherever that top points in the stack, at that location we are adding the value 200. So here top is top plus 1, so the value of top is minus 1 plus 1 equal to 0. So stack of 0 will have the value of 200. So 200 is stored in stack of 0th location. This is how the push operation is performed. And remember students, at a time only one element is pushed onto the stack. You cannot perform more than one element insertion with one push operation. If you want to perform two insertion into the stack, twice you have to push the element into the stack. So the next operation is pop operation. It is used to perform deletion operation of the stack. That is, it is used to delete one item from the stack. The deletion of an item is performed with respect to stack top position. By default, this top will have a minus 1 value. In a pop operation, first whenever top points in the stack, from that location the item is removed from the stack. Then the top value is decremented by 1, that is top equal to top minus 1. Okay, then we perform the pop operation. So example is pop, and pop operation we are not mentioning which item we have to remove here, so empty brackets are written here. In push we are writing which element we have to push, but in pop nothing is mentioned, because wherever your top points, from that location the item is removed. Which item we want to remove, nothing should be mentioned here. So that is the difference. Okay, then if top equal to 0, then element equal to stack of 0, means your top is at 0, so from stack of 0 the element is removed and it is stored into the variable element. The item is removed from this stack of 0 and it is stored into the variable element. So in this example, element equal to 200, because in the previous slide we have pushed the item 200 at 0th location. That item is removed and stored into the element. Then top is decremented by 1. Top we will take a value of 0 minus 1, which is equal to minus 1. So this is how the pop operation is performed. So remember students, whenever you want to perform pop, nothing is passed to that function. And second is, you have to decrement the top here. Third point is, first you have to remove the element from the stack, then you have to decrement the top value. The third operation of the stack is display. So display we'll see in the programming part of the stack. Okay, so now we'll take one example to check how the operations of stack are performed, that is push and pop. Okay, so here we have a definition of an example. Consider the stack of 4 integers. So here we are considering a stack is an array of 4 integers. You can implement the stack using array as well as using the pointers, but to start with we'll see the array implementation of the stack. So we consider the stack of 4 integers. Perform the following operations. Redraw the stack after each operation. Redraw is very necessary initially, because you should know how the top is moving up and coming down, okay, in the stack. That's why you have to redraw the stack after each operation. Display the stack top, status of the stack top, that is how it is incremented, how it is decremented, that value we have to display, so that we can understand the concept very clearly here. So the first operation is push 200. So as I said, push will take a parameter. This is push is one function which will add an element into the stack. So we have to pass the parameter what you want to push. But if you see the pop operation, fourth, for pop we are not passing any parameter here, because pop will remove an item from the stack. Which item? Wherever your top points to, that item is removed. So nothing is to be passed for the pop function. Okay, so we'll see the performance of the stack using one video play. So in my next video I have recorded how the operations of the stack are performed using the examples shown in the previous slide. You have to listen to that video so that the concept of the stack operations is more clear for you. Thank you for patient listening.